difficulties. Oh my gosh, nothing like being late. All right, I'm trying to see if this will come up. I don't know. Okay, I got it on there. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, it's on my iPad now. Wow. I was like, what is going on? What is going on? It kept telling me that it couldn't rotate to go into advanced settings. Well, I had it set up. Well, I didn't unlock my phone, so that's what it was. It's like, I think I'm gonna have to make a list because it's like there's so many steps to remember. So it's like, hopefully I can get it straight and be better at this. So, all right, we have a sunny, partly sunny day. It was raining this morning. We went to water aerobics and it didn't really rain and the sun finally came out. We came home for a bit, then it rained again and now the sun is out. So it's like hard to say. There is blue sky and clouds. So hopefully it will all clear out of here and make up its mind. When it does that rain and all, it gets very humid here. Although I can't complain because I know we're not as humid as some places are. All right, well, I have 2 cards for you today. And my colors are Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lime Twist, and Lemon Lolly. And it was like, when I started looking at these, it was like, what? You know, looking at all my colors because I pulled them out. I ran across those 3 colors and I went, oh, that reminds me of those popsicles that you can get and sherbet colors, which I think of in the summertime. I think of sherbet, I think of popsicles, those kinds of things. So that's where today's colors came from. Don't ask me how. All of a sudden it just popped into my head. Oh, those are sherbet colors. Those are, oh, excuse me. Those are, what do you call it? Popsicle colors. Now I have to admit, the lemon lime twist is a little bit of a stretch because I had already used Granny Apple Green and I wanted to use a different color. So I thought, I'll just kind of go with it. So it is lime, but it's watered down lime. Who knows? What else is going on? I've been busy doing all kinds of things. Oh, I'm going to visit my friend in 2 weeks' time. And I wanted to take something to her. And the lady across the street who comes to my classes, Betsy, a good friend of mine, she made a table runner for Barb, my next door neighbor, who's a friend of mine. And so I loved it. So I decided to use that. So I contacted my friend's daughter because I've never been to my friend's new house. I'd been to her other house and knew she had blues in there. But this is a new house for her. And I've never been there. And so she told me that she has kind of sage green walls. So I went with green and I apologize, dang. Green, and then I threw in some coral only because it needed some color, but it's not real, how do I say this? It's not real predominant in there. I tried to do it. So I've got the top made, I've got the batting put on, the backing, and I've quilted it. All I have left is the binding. So I'm gonna try and work on the binding this weekend and see if I can't get it finished, unless I get to it before then. It just depends on what I have going on. And I will share it with you because I will have it done. I'll be here next week and the week after, but then I'm leaving on Thursday. At least, 2 weeks time, the time might be a little different also because I have water aerobics and then I have a hair appointment. So I'm gonna have to push it back an hour or so. But I'll share it with you when I get there. It's really cute and really easy to do. So, all right, let's get started with today's cards. Now I'm going to flip this down. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes and don't open them till I tell you to. I don't want anybody getting dizzy. And I know people can suffer with vertigo. Oh, and my phone is yelling at me. Okay, I think I have it. Don't open yet, almost. No, I didn't. I thought I had flipped it. Okay, open them up. I'm gonna see on my computer if it's straight. No, it's not. We'll twist it just slightly. Okay, come on. Wrong way. And I'm gonna move it over, which is gonna throw it off again. I'm trying to. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that once I get it lined up because it's not straight. And I just adjusted it. Hopefully I went the right way. No, I didn't. I have to remember, go opposite what I'm seeing on my computer. All right, it should straighten out in a bit. Almost. All right, for today's card, I decided to start, or got my inspiration for the first card from the catalog. And this is the card that I got my catalog, my inspiration from. I'll pull it up so you can see it a little better. Right there. I have to look through the top. But there's the card, the blue one. All right, so I did not have the supplies they had, so I decided to pull out my own supplies. So I pulled in the Bright and Beautiful DSP, and this is the pattern that I use. That's the Lemon Lime Twist. And for the background, I'm going to put it on a piece of Lemon Lime Twist that I have embossed with the subtle embossing folder. I found my subtle embossing folder. It was hidden under a pile. And it was like, yay! So I'll be using that. I love that. I love the simple kind of embossing folders because it just adds a little bit of interest. And I'm still crooked. Just a little bit. All right, this was punched out with the retired label punch. I think it's Label Me Fancy, not positive, but that's the one I used. And I'm missing a flower. Okay. All right, I'll have to go looking for a flower. If not, my piece is in the trash. All right, so I'm gonna begin, and I'm gonna add my panels down like so. Now in the catalog, this is on page 69, I believe. Nope, 59. Sorry. They have them in a row. So that's how I'm going to do mine, in a row. This is embossed. So this I'm going to put on with double-sided tape. And while I'm at it, oh, I found my other one. I found the other flower. Okay. This is going to go on a white card base, but because it's embossed, I'm going to use my double-sided tape on it also. So I'm going to start, and I'm just going to put double-sided tape on everything. And we'll go from there. I love using the catalog for inspiration. The layout stinks, and that's my personal opinion. It's too hard to find things. I have pulled like DSP and created my own sheet with all the DSP on there with the colors listed because the catalog doesn't list it. I have not done the embellishments yet, but I will be doing those. I also made a sheet of the stamp sets I have. I only have, between the new catalog and online, I have, and I thought it was 9, but I think there's one stamp set that's no longer on the website as an online exclusive. So that would put me back at 8. I don't like the new stamp sets either. It's just one of those things. You know, we all have times, and that's why I started playing with other things, because I wasn't inspired by anything. And it's like, I want to craft and I want to share what I do with you. I love doing it. I've been doing it for over 20 years. So I just thought, I'm going to continue and use some stuff that I like to play with. Hey, Carol. Okay, now you may be wondering what I've done. I've pulled back the tabs on opposite corners and folded them back. I am going to hold this. I'm going to flip, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to hold this where there's tape. And I'm going to put this down. And I'm going to flip this over because that's looking crooked. And it's probably operator error. Once I get it to where I want it, I continue to hold it and I press down on the corners where there's no tape on it. Then you want to take and you want to pull out your strips. Now, I will tell you, do not put your hand here and pull out. You will rip your strip, and then you have to go in with your pokey tool and take it off. All right, so there's the card base, and that looks crooked, so I must have moved it. And these I'm just going to take off because they're small enough. I think I can put them on without too much trouble. So that's my lemon lime twist. Oh, you know what? I don't think there's any lemon lolly on this one. I messed up. Ooh, dude. Yep, because that's lemon lime twist also. All right, well, there's no lemon lolly on this one. It is on the next one. What I should have done was used a different pattern in the middle. Let me see. My paper's here. Let's see. Oh, I think I want it that way. No, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on a piece of lemon lolly because there's a lot of white there. Where's my lemon lolly paper? Oh, did I put it away wrong? I have a thing with my lemon lolly paper in it, and I don't see it. What did I do with it? All right, well, I'll just grab a brand new piece. I hate to do that because I have scraps to punch it out. I'll punch it and then I'll find it. But I'm looking all around. I don't see it where I put it anywhere. All right. This one is a hard punch. I don't know where it went. All right. I don't need this anymore. All right. This I'm going to put on here. but I need to stamp it. And I used the Petal Park punch because I wanted to use little flowers like in the book. And since I didn't have the one in the book, I used what I had. So you can take those, and now I can't find, oh, here's my lemon lolly. I don't think I have a mini one. I thought I had. All right, now I'm gonna, nope, this is the one I want because it matches the, okay. Okay, I masked it. And I'm going to do that. Well, it doesn't really show up. Maybe I should punch it with white. All right, hang on, I'll punch it out of white. I think I can get it out of this. I think this is wide enough. This is scrap. Well, that won't work. Take that off. Now I can. Let's see. All right, there. I saved my scraps. All right, let's try this one again on the white. That's what I get for not thinking ahead. All right, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to stamp it here. Well, lemon lolly is not a color. It's just not showing up. You know what? I'm going back to my original idea and not going to worry about it. What I will do is I'll use this and I'll flip it over and add that in there. And it just won't have anything on it. I'll put some of the punched flowers on there. Well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the yellow on there. It'll just give it some texture. All right, let's see here. All right. Now I'm going to put a little bit of space in between. Well, the lines on these go different directions. I didn't realize there were lines on it. All right, well, there, we've got it. Now, I used the Petal Park Builder Punch, and I punched out 5 flowers, because that's how many were in the catalog. I'm feeling to see which side I need to be adding my dimensionals to. All right. So we'll get these on. I'll pull in my catalog again so I can see where they are. So let me slide it over. I may take my backs off. Okay. That one didn't feel like it was off, but it is. Okay, so they have one here, and I'm not worried about tucking it under. One here. Now this one, I will try and tuck it under. And this one is on top. They've got green leaves. I'll have to pull out some leaves. And then this one is under here. I'm shoving it under there. All right, let me get some. Well, the only color I can use is Lemon Lime Twist. So we will use some Lemon Lime Twist leaves. So there's 1, 2, 3. All right, now let me pull my leaves out and get rid of all of these, all this mess. All right, I'm going to put those on with glue dots. So I'm going to pull out the last glue dot. No, this is a whole new sheet. I thought I had one that I hadn't finished. Oh well. I'm going to put this in here like so. And then I'm going to pull this off, and this goes like under here. All right. Then I've got one. Oops, there's a piece. I'm going to put it, I'm going to change it because if I don't, it's not going to be visible. I'm going to put that one there. And this one here. That one's kind of lost. I don't know if I can get it off or not. Let me see. I didn't push down real hard. Well, it left the glue dot behind, but I can put a new glue dot on there. So let me do that. Okay. Let me put this under here. There we go. There we can see the leaves now. And then they have gems in the middle. So I thought, okay, I'll use some rhinestones. We need some bling. And I'm looking for, here it is. I take your pick tool. All right. And actually, these are all the small ones. I could really use some bigger ones, but we're going to go with the small ones. There. And one more. And card number 1 is done. Let me move some stuff out of the way. All right, so there's card 1. Card number 2 is based on a card I saw online that inspired me. So that's the one I'm going to use. Okay, so I have the Irresistible Blooms stamp set. I'm going to use the big image, and I have the die to cut it out. I'm not doing the leaves because I think there's enough going on. I have a piece of Flirty Flamingo. My card base is Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm going to do that with it. All right, this piece is going to go on top, but before I put it on there, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to add it to the side. And to add some interest, I cut it at an angle which I think is a great way to just add some interest rather than putting a square down or a rectangle down. And I'm going to leave myself just a slight border. And the reason being is this is lemon lime twist and this is lemon lime twist. And I wanted that white to show up. So it just gives it a little bit of space. All right. To pull in my lemon lolly, I'm going to take another piece. This one is from, let me see where this piece is from. Both of these are from Bright and Beautiful, and so was the other one. I didn't have many. I went looking. We don't have many, like I couldn't find any. The only paper that had Flirty Flamingo was the zinnia paper. And it's part of the flowers. Well, it had all those other colors, and I didn't want those other colors. So I had to come up with something else. But all the other ones that I found, they didn't have like solid colors or colors I could use. So I just went with the Bright and Beautiful. And then this is going to go on my card base. And like so. All right. Okay. So there's that. Now, I'm going to take my flower and my Flirty Flamingo ink, and I am going to stamp. Oh, look at that. It's got a mask on the back of it. I'm going to stamp my image using my Flirty Flamingo ink right on my Flirty Flamingo paper. And then I'm going to take and cut that out from using the die. I had to go looking for the die. It was downstairs also. I'm going to try to get all my pictures taken in the next week or so that I don't have anything downstairs. They'll all be up here, but it just seems like every time I do something, what I need to do is after I do a live, go down, finish up, do the inside the envelope, then go downstairs and take my pictures because I use them on my blog. So, all right. I taped it in place because it has been known to move on me and mess me up, and then I have to redo it. All right, there we go. All right, now let me get that out of the way. I'm going to put that here, and the reason I chose not to use the leaves is I've got a lot of other stuff going on here. And I'm going to add this with dimensionals. And then I have a sentiment that I pulled from in there because I knew once I put this down here, like so. See, there's no sense in putting leaves on there because they would be lost. But what I did do is I took the hello from the stamp set and I'm going to stamp it. And I was going to stamp it in Lemon Lime Twist, but I think I'm going to stamp it in Flirty Flamingo because it will be lost if I don't. So, all right, I'm going to open this up because if I don't, I will put it on crooked. And let me see. Give me a scrap paper to test this. Make sure it's on my block straight. Yeah. You don't know how many times I've done something, gone to stamp something and it's not on the block straight. Okay, there we go. Now, it needs some gems. And since I already have the rhinestones. I think I'm going to use those. I don't even know if rhinestones are current anymore. I would be upset if they're not, but chances are they probably aren't. All right. Oh, yes, the bling makes it. Yes, yes, yes. Let me keep going up. Let's put one here. And I'm putting my bling around my, ooh, that one went flying. Around my sentiment and my image. Here we go. So that your eye is drawn to them. All right. There is card 2. So there are 2 ideas inspired by popsicles and sherbet for today's Colors of Summer. And I will be back next week with other colors. You'll have to wait and see what it is. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to flip this up. If you get dizzy, close your eyes. All right, here we go. Now my phone's screaming at me that it's not in the right orientation. Okay. Whoa. I don't know what happened with that. It was like right on top of me. It was like, oh, just what you need to see. All my gray hairs and wrinkles. All right. Okay, next week, some more Colors of Summer. I probably have enough for the 2 more Wednesdays that I have color-wise. And then when I come back, oh, yay, I'm glad they are, Carol. Thanks for looking. I love rhinestones because they're easy to use with everything, and you can color them if you need to. When I come back from my trip, I'm going up to babysit the girls in Maryland for a week. So when I get back, what I will do is I will start a whole new series. So if you have any ideas, drop it in the comments and let me know. If you'd like to see me do something. I've tried a variety of things. I've done vellum. I've done embossing folders. There was something else I did. Now I'm doing the Colors of Summer, just something different for you. So if you got any ideas, leave me a message. You guys have a great afternoon. Stay cool, stay out of the heat, hydrate so that everybody is safe. Bye.